This is Brian Duclos with my first video for Game 370. So let's jump right in. So for the star question, this is where I set my vertices. As we can see, there's 8, so the byte width is 8. This is where I set my indices, so the byte width is 18 because there are 6 triangles with, so there's 3 indices per each. And then the draw indexed is down there. This is what we get right there. Yeah. So then the next project, or the next question, we're tasked with creating a circle with an n number of verts. So in the .h, I set the const number of verts. Right now it's at 100. This is where I set the vectors. This is where I set the byte width. This is where I set the indices. This is the byte width for the indices. And number of indices to draw. So now let's build this, and boom, 100. Now, quick showcase of changing. I'm trying to hurry because I just made one that was like 8 minutes long. Okay, and so now we see that it changes. Okay, so now let's address the other questions. This, I'm pretty sure it's getting clipped by the maximum depth, and that's why we're not seeing the indices that are or the vectors that are getting pushed out to Z2 because the max depth in our projects is 1. And then this, for the top left, when you experiment with it, it changes where the coordinates think that they are, so it pushes them like a higher value, like 100, 100, pushes it a quarter down and a quarter to the right. And that would be useful for something like split screen or mini maps of some sorts. So this format we use for the vectors. It is a 4-component that includes an alpha. So we have the red, green, blue, and alpha. So this would be X, Y, Z, and I'm going to guess M. A U-norm is an unsigned normalized integer, but it's treated as a float, so it can have decimal numbers. This supports 16 bits for the red channel. It's an unsigned integer, which means that it can have a greater positive value, but it can't go negative. Yeah, we use this for the indices, and I don't think it has anything actually to do with red, the way that we're using it. Sint is a signed integer, which means it can be negative and positive, but not as great of a positive number as an unsigned integer. Which begs the question, why can U-norm, when it's unsigned, also have negative floating point values? But, oh well. Anyway, that's my project. Thank you for watching.